Africa faces a major challenge of dominance as leaders refuse to step down and hold on to power despite time and age failing them. Here are top 10 African leaders who have refused to give up leadership positions despite various challenges. 1. Teodoro Obiang of Equatorial Guinea. He gained power in 1979 and is still in power as the president of Equatorial Guinea till date, making him Africa's longest-serving president. 2. Paul Biya of Cameroon. He gained power in 1982 as the president and at the age of 92 has reportedly declared interest to run for another term during Cameroon's next presidential poll. 3. Yoweri Museveni of Uganda. He gained power in 1986 after seizing a true rebellion and has served as the 9th and current president of Uganda since then. 4. Denis Sassou of the Republic of Congo. He gained power in 1997 and before then has served as the president between 1979 to 1992. He passed the new constitution in 2015, which enabled him to stand for another term in 2016 and 2021 presidential elections with a majority in the first round. 5. Paul Kagame of Rwanda, a politician and former military officer. He gained power in 2000 after leading the Rwanda Patriotic Front. 6. Isaias Afwerki of Eritrea is a politician and leader who gained power since independence in 1993 as the president of Eritrea and the former chairman of the People's Front for Democracy and Justice since 1994. 7. Ismail Omar of Djibouti. He gained power in 1999 as the president, making him the head of state and head of government of the Djibouti and the commander-in-chief of the Djibouti Armed Forces. He's been there up to date. 8. Faure Gnassingbe of Togo. He gained power in 2005 after his father's 38-year rule and is no longer in power as of May 3, 2025, after he was succeeded by Jean Lucien as the first president of the Council of Ministers, while the role of president became ceremonial. 9. Alassane Ouattara of Ivory Coast. He gained power as the president since 2010 with controversial re-election bids, but he remains the president of Côte d'Ivoire till date. 10. Ali Bongo of Gabon. He is a politician and dictator. He was the 3rd president of Gabon from 2009 until he was deposed in a coup in 2023. He ruled for 14 years after succeeding his father's 42-year reign.
Data according to the United Nations World Food Programme says 30.6 million Nigerians face acute food insecurity. Experts blame on many factors which include the security challenges in the North and Middle Belt, post-harvest losses, poor storage facility, and a couple of other issues. Over the years, there have been efforts at boosting food production in Nigeria, taking advantage of its over 70 million hectares of land, multiple agroecological zones, and a climate favorable for year-round farming. There have been several other such interventions by governments at council, state, and federal levels, including the Produce for Lagos program and the 500 billion naira guarantee fund scheme by the Lagos state government. In September, the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Yari, said the prices of food items have crashed across the country, but some Nigerians differ, saying they are yet to feel the ease.
Before, we said chicken 4 8 before, but now we sell 5,000 naira.
This one before at the selling 300, now at the selling 500 because only don't cost. Down at the selling, before at the selling 3,500, now at the selling 6,000. Should be able to don't cost.
About 2 months ago, we are buying the food like rice or back of rice is 70-something thousand naira, like 75, 78, 73. But now 60, 62, 50, 55 safe. So if I look, it's gone down now. Not say like it was increasing the price now.
2025 marks the 80th anniversary of the annual World Food Day, which is celebrated on October the 16th every year. This year with the theme, Hand in Hand for Better Food and a Better Future, the United Nations target building a peaceful, sustainable, and food-secure future where everyone has access to a healthy diet. To achieve this, experts suggest the way forward must be comprehensive, from tackling insecurity to investing in climate resilience farming to improving storage, irrigation, and transportation systems. That's in addition to strengthening farmers' cooperatives, access to finance and research. With the right investment, policies, and protection for its farmers, Nigeria may be on its way from food insecurity to food sovereignty. Because in a nation so richly blessed, no one should go hungry.
If you order both InDrive or Uber and you see this man run for your life.
Immediately I entered this man's car, there was something hanging in front of his mirror. It looked so fetish and...
But this same man picked me up, May 3rd, and he did the same thing.
Oh, chef boat, chef Uber, chef InDrive.
I'm getting scared because like, oh my God, what if he's the one? You guys, please be careful.
This is the man who goes around in boats, InDrive and Uber, allegedly robbing women of their belongings, raping ladies in his ride, and pretending to offer safe transport while carrying knives, scissors, guns, and other weapons in his car.
This guy has pepper spray, he has gun, he has sharp weapons, whatever.
For months, young women have cried out, sharing stories of their painful encounters with this predator. They talk about how he allegedly threatens them, hurts them, and strips them not just of their possessions, but of their dignity.
And you are telling me I'm not with your phone. He's like, you want me to kill you here? He now brought out the knife. He was not holding the knife. He said he's going to stab me to death. Started diverting to another route. That do I have condom inside my bag? Look at what he was asking me. I said I don't have condom inside my bag. He now searched my bag that he's going to send my body in parts. That he already has people that will buy my body.
Despite these cries and warnings, he is still on the road. He is still picking up unsuspecting women and still moving through Uber, Bolt, and InDrive like a hunter waiting for his next victim. And the most heartbreaking question remains, why is a man like this still allowed to drive? Why has no company taken firm action to protect the very people they promise safety to?
Uber are still allowing this man to drive after he has victimized a lot of girls. Every day they're going to complain about on a ride every day.
So why would Uber and Bolt and InDrive allow a known criminal walk with them?
Will you be employing a highway robber to be on the highway picking people?
Every day that passes without justice is another day of risk for countless women. What use is technology if it cannot protect the vulnerable? What good is business when it ignores the cries of the broken? To the companies, the question is simple. How many more women must be hurt before you act? How many more tears must fall before you listen?
Please, Nigerian police, come to our help. Like, the government should look into it. Police, they should look into it. And even close to like 8 or more were saying, oh, I've been inside this man's car before, or I'm a victim, or I almost got kidnapped. What? The worst part of this issue is that it has been reported to the police, but police did nothing about it.
To every reader, this is not just a story. This is a call to wake up, a call to demand safety, a call to make sure that no man, no matter how cunning, is allowed to use the will as a weapon against women again. Because as long as for joining us on this bulletin on African News 24 TV. For more updates and news, I am Praise Adeleke. First, let's take the headlines. Independent National Electoral Commission disqualifies 6 political associations. Former Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, says he leaves office with a clear conscience. The Securities and Exchange Commission warns Nigerians against Ponzi scheme. Now the news in full. We'll begin in Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital territory, where the Independent National Electoral Commission has announced that 6 political associations have been disqualified. The associations, according to Inec, are disqualified from the ongoing party registration process for falling short of required submissions. The decision follows a review meeting held yesterday where Inec reaffirmed that only 8 of the 14 pre-qualified associations successfully uploaded all required documentations by the 18th October deadline. The National Commissioner and Chairman of the Information and Voter Education Committee, SAM, said that the next phase will involve detailed verification of each submission. The electoral umpire says the submission must ensure compliance with the 1999 Constitution as amended, the Electoral Act 2022, and the Commission's regulations and guidelines for political parties. Still in politics, the Ado-Ota local government area in Ogun State has become the center of a political storm after its chairman, Wasiu Adewale, was reportedly suspended by the local government legislative council. The state government has invited Adewale and the council members for a meeting following the suspension. According to the state government, the meeting aims to clarify the legitimacy of the suspension and restore governance order in the council. The suspension of Adewale was said to stem from allegations of misconduct, though full details remains unclear. Adewale has rejected the suspension, describing it as fake and questioning the process followed by the councillors. Meanwhile, in OSUN State, the governor, Adeleke, has reaffirmed his intentions to contest for a second term in the August 8, 2026 governorship election. Adeleke insists he would run on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, expressing confidence of winning by a wide margin. He dismissed reports of a planned defection to the African Democratic Congress as baseless, stating his administration enjoys broad-based support across the state. Speaking through his spokesperson, Olawale Rashid, the government emphasized the PDP's unity in OSUN State and insisted no external party alignment is required for victory, noting that his performance in office has earned him public trust. Let's head on to security. The immediate past Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, has been given a self-appraisal of his days in office. General Musa says he leaves office with a clear conscience after giving his best to the fight against insecurity. He was speaking during his pull-out parade in Abuja. The former defense chief expressed gratitude to President Bola Tinubu for the opportunity to serve, pledging continued loyalty to the country even in retirement. He called for stronger collaboration among security and intelligence agencies, noting that the war against insecurity requires joint effort. Days after suspended protests and outcry of some residents of Oworoshoki area of Lagos, human rights lawyer Femi Falana has decried the action of the Lagos state government. Falana described the action of the state government as unconstitutional and a violation of a court order restraining the state government from carrying out the exercise. Falana, who was speaking during an interview, criticized the demolitions as unlawful and contrary to the process. But the Lagos state government has refuted claims of disobeying any court order, insisting the operation targeted illegal structures on drainage channels and road setbacks, saying it forms part of its urban renewal effort. And to court, a witness of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has told the Federal Capital Territory High Court in Abuja that the NAIRA redesign policy under former Central Bank of Nigeria Governor Godwin EMEFIELE caused hardship for Nigerians. The witness, Chinelo, an EFCC investigator, said the policy led to a nationwide cash crunch, citing video evidence and documents showing how citizens struggled to access money. He added that the CBN Board and Committee of Governors were informed of the presidential approval only after the redesign had begun. EMEFIELE is facing trial over alleged abuse of office and irregularities linked to the controversial NAIRA resident redesign policy, which led to to severe cash shortages and disrupted economic activities across Nigeria. The court, presided over by Justice Marian, admitted several documents related to the policy as evidence, while the case was adjourned to November the 26th for the defense to cross-examine the witness. Back in Lagos, over 1,000 residents have received financial support from the state government under the EKOCARE Financial Assistance Program. The initiative designed to ease medical and financial burdens was celebrated at a check presentation ceremony attended by beneficiaries, community leaders, and government officials. We have more in this report.
The Lagos State Government has disbursed financial support to more than 1,000 residents under its EKOCARE Financial Assistance Program. The initiative, described as a lifetime of vulnerable individuals and families, seeks to ensure that no Lagos resident is left helpless in times of illness or distress.
Through initiatives like this, we strengthen the social contract between the government and citizens to show that the Sanwo-Olu administration cares about our people, irrespective of class, irrespective of religion, irrespective of ethnicity. Today, we are disbursing 460 million naira, and this is not the first time this year, nor will it be the last. So as we move toward the end of this year, more beneficiaries will be receiving their checks also.
Beneficiaries at the check presentation expressed gratitude to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu for the intervention, saying the support would help them continue medical treatment and ease financial burdens.
Today's event stands as a tangible expression of the inclusive governance principle embedded in the team's agenda. It underscores Mr. Governor's steadfast dedication to listening to the voices of people, responding to their needs, extending meaningful support, especially to those grappling with economic hardship or personal challenges that warrant financial intervention.
Government officials reaffirmed that the program remains open to all genuine residents in need and reflects the administration's commitment to compassion, inclusiveness, and shared responsibility.
Still in Lagos, and on a happy note, it was celebration, reflection, and renewed commitment as the Committee of Wives of Lagos State officials marked its 25th National Women's Conference in Lagos. The event brought together women from across the state to honor a legacy of leadership, compassion, and service. Our correspondent, Lydia Ajayi, has more.
It was a colorful and inspiring close to the 25th National Women's Conference of the Committee of Wives of Lagos State officials, as members gathered to celebrate a quarter century of impact, leadership, and service. Addressing participants at the event, the First Lady of Lagos State and Chairman of COWLSO, Dr. Claudiana Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, urged women to use their gifts and positions to make people around them happy, while continuing to uphold the organization's core values of leadership, compassion, and service. She described the Silver Jubilee edition as a celebration of women's strength and resilience, adding that the conference had renewed participants' passion to make positive contributions in their homes, workplace, and communities.
What makes you happy? It's not the millions or thousands of money or the billions of naira that you have, but putting a smile on somebody's face, making somebody else happy. That gives us joy.
Representing the Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, his Deputy Governor, Dr. Obafemi Hamzat, commended COWLSO for its enduring legacy of empowering women and transforming families. He noted that over the years, the group has grown from a small circle of committed women into a powerful movement, shaping conversations and uplifting lives across Nigeria.
This conference has deepened our understanding that women are not only partners in development, they are drivers of progress. From the inspiring discussion on leadership and innovation to the moving stories of courage and transformation, COWLSO has once again shown that when women rise, societies will thrive.
In her closing remarks, Oluremi Amsat, wife of the Deputy Governor of Lagos State, expressed gratitude to all who contributed to the success of the event. She urged women to sustain the spirit of service and unity that continues to define COWLSO's legacy.
25 years of visionary legacy, inspiring the next generation.
As the curtains fell on the 25th National Women's Conference, participants left inspired, reminded that true leadership begins with compassion and that every act of service leaves a mark on the next generation. Lydia Ajayi, Africa News 24 TV.
Let's go on a break. When we return, we will tell you what the Security and Exchange Commissions are talking about Ponzi scheme. That's on Business News. Please don't go away. Welcome back. On Business News, the Security and Exchange Commission is warning Nigerians to be wary of unregistered investment platforms promising unrealistic returns. The Commission cautions that such platforms may be out to defraud citizens and damage investor confidence. According to the Commission, Nigerians have lost over 316 billion naira to fraudulent Ponzi schemes. The Commission adds that under the new Investment and Security Act 2025, promoters now face fines of up to 20 million naira and 10 years in jail. Lastly, on Business News, the federal government has commissioned Africa's largest fiber optic cable factory in Shagamu, Ogun State. Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Dr. Jumoke Oduwale, says the new Coleman Technical Industry plant will produce over 9 million kilometers of cable yearly. She noted that the project will boost broadband access, create jobs, and reduce import dependence. Ogun State Governor Dakpo Abiodun, who was at the event, described it as a milestone for Nigeria's digital economy. And on the foreign scene, at least 49 people have been killed as Hurricane Melissa tears through the Caribbean and heads down to Bermuda. The Category 5 storm, the strongest ever to hit Jamaica, left 19 dead and knocked out power to over 70% of the island. In Haiti, at least 30 people were killed and 20 remain missing after severe flooding. Cuba evacuated more than 700 residents with no death report. Damages are estimated at $52 billion as Bermuda shuts down schools and transport ahead of the storm's arrival. Caribbean leaders are calling for global aid and debt relief to help recovery efforts. King Charles III has stripped his brother, Prince Andrew, of his remaining royal titles and ordered him to vacate the royal lodge in Windsor. Buckingham Palace says the move is to protect the integrity of the monarchy. Andrew, who has denied links to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, will now be known as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. He stepped back from royal duties in 2019 and lost his military titles in 2022. The latest decision further reduces his stand within the royalty family. Let's join Imole Johnson and Christiana Chikezie for sports and entertainment stories.
Thank you, Praise. Welcome to the world of sports. I am Imole Johnson. Over 8,000 women have registered for the 10th Lagos Women Run scheduled Saturday, November 8. The annual 10-kilometer race organized by the Gym Assured Marathon and Road Race Organization in partnership with the Lagos State Government has drawn participants from across Nigeria and beyond. This year's edition marks a decade of promoting women's strength and resilience through sports. A pre-race expo opens on November 4 at the Teslim Balogun Stadium, followed by a symposium on November 5, highlighting the health and social benefits of running. Organizers say all arrangements are in place for a successful event. And on to our last story. 82 secondary schools are competing in the Okwa-Ifa Handball Cup at the Mobolaji Johnson Sports Center at Rowe Park, Yaba. Founded by former Lagos Commissioner Kayode Okwa-Ifa, the tournament showcases some of the state's best young talent. Top contenders include Whitehand College, Igbobi College, Ransom Kuti College, and Ikeja Senior High School. The event aims to promote teamwork, discipline, and youth development while grooming the next generation of handball stars. Organizers say the competition will further raise the profile of handball in Lagos. Over to you, Christiana, for the entertainment news.
Thank you, Mole. Welcome to the entertainment segment. I am Christiana Chikeze. American singer Ciara Princess Wilson has toured key cultural sites in Lagos, exploring city's arts, fashion, and creative spaces. Her stops included the National Museum, Lekki Arts and Crafts Village, and Lagos Island Market, where she met dancers, artisans, and entrepreneurs. Ciara praised Lagos's blend of tradition and modernity, describing the city's ongoing infrastructure upgrades as signs of growth and opportunity. Her visit sparked online excitement and shone a spotlight on local creatives and small businesses featured during her tour. Analysts say such high-profile visits help strengthen Lagos's image as a global creative hub and encourage further investment in tourism and cultural projects. On our next story, DJ and philanthropist Florence Otedola, better known as DJ Copy, has met with young creatives in Lagos, encouraging collaboration and self-confidence. She spoke about staying authentic, overcoming pressure, and building a sustainable creative journey. Copy also discussed mental health and burnout, urging young people to support one another through community and shared learning spaces. Participants described the session as inspiring and relatable, saying it reminded them that true progress comes through consistency, clarity, and community. And that's all on entertainment news. Over to you, Praise, for the rest of the bulletin.
Thank you, Christiana. And before we go, we bring to the fore again the story of Ochanya Ogbanji. Ochanya was a young girl with quiet dreams. She wanted to go to school, learn, and build a better future for herself. Her family believed she would have a greater opportunities when she was sent to live with people who promised to take care of her and support her education. But instead of protection, Ochanya experienced pain no child should ever know. Ochanya was a 13-year-old girl who was allegedly molested by her auntie's husband and son. Inside that house was supposed to help her grow. She was abused repeatedly by the very individuals who should have guarded her. She was a child, yet she carried fear and silence like a heavy weight. She didn't have the power to run. She didn't have the voice to speak. Over the years, the abuse left deep wounds, not just on her spirit, but on her body. She became very ill. And by the time her suffering came to the light, she was already weak. Her body could no longer fight. Ochanya passed away in 2018. Sadly, after passing, nothing has changed. Her abusers still walk the streets freely. Everything just continues as if nothing happened. Using our case, one asks, Just how many Ochaya would be suspended in such harrowing experience? This is an assignment to those in the criminal investigation, judiciary, and related agencies. Edmund Burke once said, "All that is necessary is for the triumph of evil is that good men do nothing." And our memory continues to call us to do better, to listen, to care, to act, to protect. And that will be all on today's bulletin. Please follow us for more reports on and updates. You can get more on our website at www.africanews24.ng and also on all our social media platforms. I am Praise Adeleke. It's a bye for now.